Hi there viewers, welcome to my channel. Be Better Prepared with Dave Riches, and I'm obviously Dave Riches. This video I'm going to be answering a question that somebody asked about the Prusik on a tarp, okay, because the tarp keeps falling back all the time. I did it on a previous video, but this is making it a bit clearer perhaps, and I'm going to be cooking up some lunch later on. If that's something you'd like to see, stick around. Brilliant. So thanks for sticking around. Right, let's get to it. So the object is, there's my tarp, and it's, you know, moving backwards and forwards all the time. The wind's taking it. So the first example, I've got an eyelet. Okay, so I'm going to be attaching a loop through the eyelet. Now I just made a loop in a piece of string, and of course whenever you make a loop you have a knot. That knot is going to get in my way in a minute because I'm going to be passing this loop back through the eyelet. So first of all I need to make sure my knot is nicely not going to get in my way. So when I pass this through here, okay, forming just like a basic hitch, when I pass this through there I just want to be careful so my knot ends up at this end, leaving a nice piece of string, nice bit of string to work with. Okay, now you'll understand why I made sure the knot was at this end in just a moment. See, look at the size of the knot in relation to the eyelet. So all I have to do, I just get my loop and I just wrap it round the string like so. Okay, and what have I done there? 4 times. Okay, 4. That's it. So I'll show you again. I just like that, and it can go either way round. It genuinely doesn't matter. All I'm doing is I'm just wrapping it round like a snake coiling itself around a string or something. 4 loops. Then I'm going to pass this loop that's at the end back through the eyelet, and it genuinely doesn't matter which way it goes. Okay, but you can see now why I wanted the knot at the other end, because I can't pass a knot through the eyelet. And then bit of stick through the eyelet, hold it all together. Let's just make it all nice and smart. Okay, so I can slide it, and I can slide it into position. Now you need to just give it a little tug, make sure it starts to lock, and then there it is. Here we go. Look at that. That's the wind pulling it. I'm putting effort into it. I'm not pretending. Okay, yeah. But if I want to move it, there we are. I want to move it. I want to move it, and okay, it's in position. There we are. And the wind's blowing, and the wind's blowing. Doesn't move. Okay, so when I take it apart, all I do is I just remove my trusty stick. Go on, stick, and then it'll just fold apart. When I put the string in the first place through there, all it is, it's just string up through the eyelet. Now that's with an eyelet, but what if you've got an actual loop? Okay, there's a loop, so I'll just move my strings out of the way. Okay, all I do now this time, it doesn't really matter where the knot is because the loop's quite big, so I'm just going to pass that through there like I did before. There we are. Okay, the knot's at the end, doesn't really matter to me, and then I just place it on the string on my ridge line, wrap it round. Okay, exactly the same, wrap it round, easy peasy. There, I think 4 times. Then I need to get that loop through the tarp loop. Okay, and then I get my string, and then get it all nice and smarten this all up. Okay, so stretch it out, pull it back, stretch it out, and then there you go. Doesn't want to move, and the wind's blowing, and the wind's blowing, and the wind's blowing. Nothing's happening. Fantastic. And then to get rid of it, I just take out my stick. It just unravels itself. Look at that. And again, the way it was through the loop, There you go. So that's how we can use a Prusik to stop our tarp or anything else you want to attach to a line from moving up and down. Okay, right. So I hope that's answered the question. I'm now going to move on to the main event, which is getting something to eat because I'm getting a bit hungry. Okay, so I need to get some wood for my little cooker. You want to get dry stuff. You don't want to be messing around. You want to get it done, get it lit, get your food sorted, and then you can go. Now, don't just go chopping trees down. As it happens around here, you can see on the floor, there's lots of stuff that's been cut down by the probably forestry workers doing stuff, which have, okay, I'm not cutting anything off the trees, although there is actually, might have noticed here, a stump here. Okay, someone has been cutting stuff in off the trees. I'll use that as my little chopping block. Okay, let's just see how we get on. Piece off it first. Okay, so I'm about to get started. I've got some pepper, onion, I've got a potato. I'm going to slice the potato up really finely. Okay, going to get some mincemeat. It's going on a bun, and I've got some barbecue sauce to go with it. Okay, so I'm just going to do some slicing and stuff. Come back to you in a minute. So I've got my fire going quite nicely, feeding in through the side. Okay, and some of that batoning I did earlier is coming handy. Okay, oops, lost a bit. Just have to keep on top of the fire bit underneath. Okay, so you do have to just every now and again stop what you're doing, give it some attention underneath. Okay, a little bit later on, it's all starting to look quite nice and smell rather nice. So, pretty good. So, cut my bun. This knife does everything, you know. Brilliant knife. Bun. And I'm going to transfer some of this into there. Like that. Get it all in there. Get it in there. Look at this. Woo. It's a bit of sauce. Go on, sauce. Oh yeah, get in there. Here we go. Right, so this is my food, and I've got minced beef, onions, peppers, and very thinly cut potato. Very briefly on the meat. Okay, that's beef. Now, when I have a steak, I have a medium rare. Now I can because I live in Britain, and you while watching this, you could be living in America, Canada, Europe, whatever, and we all live in countries where we can rely on our food from the grass in the field onto your plate. But there's some countries that on the world where I would be really struggling to do this. Right, I would have had it on the fire for much longer, because beef, if I don't cook it enough in this country, fine, okay. There are some countries I wouldn't trust it. So if I was, say, I don't know, some parts of South America, maybe like that, okay, that would probably still be on the cooker now, okay, to guarantee it's okay. Okay, so there we are. We've had a quick look at the Prusik and making my lunch, whatever. Just one little thing, I'm wearing gloves, okay, when I'm assembling and disassembling my cooker, okay, because it is filthy, okay. I want to keep my hands as clean as possible, okay. And one more thing, I think it's better to make less food rather than more food, because, you know, if you make too much, you've got to dispose of it somewhere. So you're either digging holes in the forest and disposing your food, animals will come and dig it up, of course. So if you're not sure, make a smaller amount. You can always make more later, okay, rather than smaller. Sorry, smaller is better than more, okay, in my opinion, okay. Thank you, thanks for watching.